I have a bit of a revelation to make. I actually quite like the dub of Inazuma 11. The majority of the names are actually quite funny, they're good puns, they're quite creative. Hell, I will sit here and defend Keen and Sharp for days. But I thought it would be fun today to take a look at the 5 that I cannot defend at all. The 5 absolute worst dub names in my opinion. And for this video, we're only looking at character names, we're not looking at Hizatsu names. We could do a whole other video on that. So without further ado, let's hop straight in and take a look. At number 5, we've got Infinity Beyond. Now, I kind of like this one purely on the basis of it's so stupid it almost works. But then I kind of think about it, and I think about what I like about dub names, which is when they take an interesting pun, a fun creative pun, and actually make it sound like a name. Infinity Beyond is so lazy, because it is literally just taking, what's a popular phrase to do with space? Oh, I know, Buzz Lightyear says to infinity and beyond. There's 2 words there, infinity beyond. That's a name. Names of 2 words in them. Slap it on a player. There we go. Break for lunch. It almost feels disrespectful. The lack of effort put into this name. I mean, is there a way you can make Infinity Beyond work? Potentially. Well, what's a name that begins with I? I mean, even something like Finn Itty Beyond or Finn Beyond. Something like that, I would prefer so much more than this kid being called Infinity. His parents are Mr. and Mrs. Beyond. Number 4, I've got Cronus 4 Seasons. This one really irritates me because I absolutely adore the first name. Obviously, it's taken from the Greek Titan. Cronus, he's like the big bad Titan, so it makes sense why the captain of Mount Olympus is named after him. Easy, makes sense. Why have they given him the last name 4 Seasons? It just ruins the entire name for me, if I'm being honest. The fact that I say Cronus, strong, powerful, I like it. 4 Seasons. What? Huh? 4 Seasons? I can't even think of a link from 4 Seasons to the Titan Cronus. Cronus is all about time and, I mean, he's obviously the big leader and stuff, so why 4 Seasons? I don't know, Cronus Clock, Cronus Hourglass, Cronus Big Ben? Surely there's avenues you could have gone down that aren't just 4 Seasons. It sounds like the name of a restaurant. Number 3 is Elliot Ember. Now, as a name, I don't mind this at all. I mean, come on, Axel Blaze was in the first game, and I mean, I imagine this is meant to be a parallel to Axel Blaze. Like you have, I guess, Mark Evans, Sonny Wright, 2 kind of normal sounding names. You've got Jude Sharp, Heath Morsure, Axel Blaze, Elliot Ember. The reason I dislike it though, and the reason I dislike it so much, is because what the hell does Elliot Ember have to do with Hizaki? Right, let's run through Hizaki's traits. Okay, right, Penguin, cool, alright. What else is there? I guess Death Zone? I don't know, Elliot Death? But then you've also got Sharks. Sharks famously live in water. What is the opposite of water? Fire. Why the hell is this man's name Elliot Ember? He's not even fire element in the games. He's wood element and earth in a certain SD event. He has never been fire in his life. He has never had anything to do with fire. Why is his name Elliot Ember? Number 2, Michael Balzac. It had to be here. It absolutely had to be. Now, out of all the names on this list, this is arguably the one that makes the most sense when you look at the name. Obviously, Michael Balzac, aka Kaiser, is German, so his name is a play on an actual German footballer, Michael Ballack. Michael Ballack? I don't know. And apparently, Zach is a German expression, often used like the words quick or hurry. So sure, when we look at the etymology, Michael Balzac checks out. It makes sense. But I think this is where common sense has to come in. This guy's name is Michael Balzac. I'm shocked there's no one who sat down there and went, no, maybe let's not put this in our kids' game. Well, no, they had to, because they gave him the name Kaiser. He has the nickname Kaiser almost specifically so they could ignore the fact that they named this kid Michael Balzac. So they kind of acknowledge it, but they just leave it in there. They just let it still linger. I both love it for how stupid it is, and also just think it's so bad. And finally, for number 1, we have to take a look at Go Galaxy and some of the horrific dub names they gave the Earth 11. There's quite a few bad ones here. I could have gone for Buddy Fury, Falco Flashman. Cerise Blossom just irritates me because I thought it was Charisse for ages. But the choice I've gone with for number 1 is Zippy Learner. Okay, I get why he's called Zippy Learner. Because he is smart, he is a nerd, he has glasses. Sure, But Zippy? Who is called Zippy in this day and age? Who has ever been called Zippy? I looked up the name Zippy and who was called Zippy, who I guess is like famous enough to be on Wikipedia or something. There is no one. No one's first name is Zippy. Keenan Sharp is a stupid name, but at the very least, Keenan is an actual name. And they didn't just call him Keenan Sharp. You know what I mean? There's actual creativity gone in there. The most creative thing about Zippy Learner is they took out an A in his last name. And that's just obnoxious. That's like when people make usernames and the username is just their name with an X in it. Oh. But no, I absolutely cannot stand the name Zippy Learner. I hate it with every fiber of my being, and it is without a doubt the worst Inazuma 11 dub name. But I'm curious, are there any that you guys hate more? Make sure you let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that classic YouTube stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.